Hello everyone, it's Doom here, once again, playing Dark Souls. We had a bit of a failed recording, and you're just gonna have to take my word on that, and the fact that some things are missing. However, since I did not yet kill the boss, that means we can proceed like nothing was Problemo Solvemo'd, and get to Problemo Solveming it, because we are in close enough territory. That is, it's in New Londo, and we have to finish it. And since it has already been unflooded, and the only reason he came here last time was to get the very large ember, we can go down here, and we are pretty much right where we left off. We're slightly ahead of where we left off, but other than that, we're fine. Over here is an illusionary wall. And I did not die here, I swear. You don't have any proof that I specifically died there. Anyway, here's a Titanite chunk. Since we don't really need any more, and that's pretty much the only thing these chests have, it's of limited use. Regardless, you're going to want to use a... where is it? Do I not have any left? Oh yeah. If you have any transient curses, there's some ghosts here. Case in point. And if you don't, I recommend you just run, because it ain't gonna make huge sense. There's another Mass of Souls, a few Dark Rays, and a chest of Titanite chunk. Excuse me. Here, I believe the ghosts can actually go through the fog gate. They're the only enemy that can. So we're just gonna run down here normally. By the way, you're gonna want to wear the Covenant of Artorias, as it is needed to progress, otherwise the area will kill you. You don't even get to fight the bosses, the area just kills you. I believe this is here we are. Take a drink, let's go. Here is what is, in my opinion, the hardest boss in the game. If only due to the fact it is the one that is the closest to a true DPS race. You need to kill the 4 kings before they kill you, and that's about it. I also recommend your fast rolling, but we're not. It's probably their toughest attack to actually dodge. It pretty much doesn't go away, so you just have to outlast it. By the way, you cannot unequip the Covenant of Artorias once you're here. There. I'll execute to heal if you can. If you don't need to, you can continue wailing on for a bit more damage. Come on, stop running! I hate it when they decide to keep using that attack. And generally, you hate it. I hate it when they continue using their magic, as that is their most fearsome ability. In general, is their magic. Their physical attacks aren't too bad, even if it does massive damage. See here, it doesn't do too much if you get close. You're at like at the end, it does a lot more. Also, there we're about to do that grab attack as counterprojector at the times, and almost the time you want to wait for them to start lunging and then go forward, preferably to their left. I found that is the most reliable way of dodging it. Come on, there we go. Hit. Not really enough work carry about. Hit. Ow. Hit. Ow. Should not have blocked, actually. Try and get one more hit rather quick. There you go. While they're dying, you can still nick in one more hit with a heavy weapon. A bit more if you have a faster one. Now we wait for the last one. This is actually the first boss that made me quit the game flat out. As in delete my character flat out. Wasn't the first one to make me completely quit for a while. That was Moonlight Butterfly. The 4 Kings made me delete my character, so I think they did a bit better. Oh, explosion. Explosion is the attack you have to back out of. And I forget you should do it behind them. By the way, despite being called Four Kings, more kings can spawn. However, that doesn't matter because they're dead. That was much easier than I expected, to be honest. That was kind of easy. Normally they are the hardest boss in the game, in my opinion, however. Well, prepared enough, like with that plus 15 Zweihander, they weren't too bad. Anyhow, if you did not set the Lord Vessel with Frampt back at Firelink and you kill the Four Kings, you get this guy, Koth. He allows you to join the Dick Wraith Covenant, aka the Dark Wraith Covenant, which are, by the way, the enemies that are in like the Black Knights with the skull faces are called Dark Wraiths. And it allows you to use the Dark Hand. Actually, effectively, I believe you can use it without being part of the Dark Wraith Covenant. He also sells cracked red eye orbs, and if you give him enough humanity, a regular red eye orb, as well as the armor and the weapon of the Dark Wraiths we saw in New Londo. He also allows you to place the Lord Vessel, however you can do it with Frampt. And the thing is, Frampt is a lot more useful because he allows you to effectively sell your items. Anyway, now that we have told him why Frampt is superior to him and their enemies and shit, let's just leave. Before you know, he decides to kill us or anything like that. He does say stuff, but it's kind of hard to be certain if he's telling the truth, so I'll just leave that up to you. Anyhow, since I expect that to take like 50 tries, I think we'll just move on to the next Lord Soul carrier. Hey there, Onion Bro. Because we need to get going. Hello there. I was not talking to you, and the reason was so I can show off Koth. Excuse me? If you want to do it without either of them bothering you, you can go to the Lord Vessel and place it yourself. Or whatever. Don't ask me how you're carrying that in your pockets. I assume you just kind of ate it, because you're hollow. Literally. And nobody noticed. The way to Nito is revealed. The way to Seath is revealed. The way to the bed of chaos is revealed. Anyhow, let's go kill the bed of chaos, because it's probably the easiest of the Lord Soul carriers. Probably the hardest to get to, considering you have to deal with 2 bosses if you are not a Daughter of Chaos servant plus 2. What were they called again? Chaos servants. Yeah, Chaos servants. Anyhow, the reason being is that we have to kill the Fire Demon, who isn't that bad, just has a lot of HP. Basically a stray demon that does magic damage despite being called Fire Stage. And just kind of annoying bleed fest. And I don't like dealing with that. And then there's the Centipede Demon, who is really annoying, as it can spend either the entire time in the lava, or it can spend the entirety of the fight right on top of you, which makes it a bit annoying to get reliable hits in. And you see, if you're a +2 Chaos Servant, which requires 30 humanity for those that are not in the know, you can skip them entirely. And that is amazing. Anyways, let's get going. And plus, the bed of chaos can be achieved very easily if you have arrows. Speaking of that, how many arrows do we have in total? Okay, respectful now. We probably want to use the standard arrows first, because they aren't as long range as the feather arrows. Anyhow, we have to fight a lot of demons in this area. It's kind of their origin is Lost Izalith, aka Demon Ruins, which I guess is like the outskirts of the city? If you're a human, and Kirk can invade you in 2 different areas of the one in the Demon Ruins, about over here. However, I am not human. You can tell because my homeward bones are not blotted out because I'm being invaded. And due to that, there isn't really much to care about. He gives souls. It's fairly easy to fight, that's about it. You could fight a lot of Kaffir demons, or you can jump down here. You'll have to fight this thing, though. He can try and eat you, or he can try and smash you. So you probably want to fight from the side, so you can more easily avoid it. And then he'll try to smash you, which you can dodge by rolling back. I also really am surprised I two-shot it, but... Why 100 plus 10? Or is it 15? Should be plus 15, right? Standard? Yeah, plus 15. Yeah, what is it scaling, actually? Respectable. So we have to kill these demon statues, at least that's what they're called. They're demonic statues, I guess? And behold, the boss of the demon ruins. This is not the fire sage demon, by the way. I'm just gonna treat it as the boss because I'd rather not fight the fire sage demon. I find it boring. And plus, straight demon. We all know what happened at straight demon, right? An entire episode about dying to it. It was not fun. And I think it was very boring to watch, personally. And I know because I watched it. So, because we're plus 2 in the Chaos Covenant, we're just gonna walk on by and take the shortcut. I'm also gonna crash. Oh, I didn't crash. Alright, let's open this door. I don't believe this stays open on New Game, by the way. Kill you. Or was it you? There's one of you. Okay, it's you then. There he is. If you get this Sunlight Maggot, you should stay still there. However, you're gonna have to kill the Centipede demons. So we're probably gonna come back and do this later in a bonus-ish episode. The reason we're doing that is so you can help you in the final boss. This is also the only Titanite demon that respawns. It is also the strongest, I believe. And it's in such a prime spot to just gently push you down into your death. I just prefer running away. I am the master of the coward's way. In theory. Maybe not in practice. Because I am wearing heavy armor. And with that, we have to fight a bunch of fire sage demons. Not fire sage. I really hope it is. Oh my god, if someone actually modded that in where all these statue demons are picked fire sage demons. Jeez. Hilarious to watch, but I think it could be very fun to play. Statue demons. By the way, if you walk over there, you're likely to fall if the ground collapses. And we're probably going to explore the entirety of Lost Isles in that bonus episode, because I really just want to kill what's it called? Bed of Chaos. And the only way to do that is with cheese. This is the fun way, because the normal way is getting tossed into pits a lot. It's very boring, actually. However, we have one last challenger. That was not exactly the best challenge. Oh yeah, just so you know, this is the last place Kirk will invade you if you do it his thing chronologically in the depths, the demon ruins, and then here. Anyhow, let's do this. Step 1 of the fight. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Just a very long slide. Aw, I missed. Anyhow, step 1. Go this way. You can get hit by hand, but you should be fine if you be a bit careful. Step 1 complete. You can tell it's completed because explosion. Step 2, quit game. Step 3, play God unit. Or whatever you named your character. I cannot tell, so I will not specify it. I have mine as God unit, so I think it will do fine as an example in this case. Anyhow, step 3 is once we get there. Ooh, got it. Is roll, actually. No, it is not. What you'll need to do is run. Because the floor is collapsing. Oh, that was a close one. Alright. Get your longest ranged bow. I have lots of swords. You should be fine in most areas, as it has a fixed attack pattern. There we go, there's our bow. Fire! Fire! Excuse me? Fire! 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 Your seed branch is breaking, that means you're making progress. There we go. Step 3 complete. Step 4. Get rid of bow. Step 5. Quit game. Step 6. Go back to your character, in my case, God unit. Step 7. We'll get there. There are no more branches to break, so instead we dance. Actually, wait, can I break them? I think I can. There's the most dangerous attack, Rising Storm. Or Rising Firestorm, maybe. I'm not exactly sure of the specifics. Now, this is the hardest part. So, this is the part where you want to be able to heal. The floor will collapse. Right here. That was just in time. Over here, only Rising Chaos Storm, or whatever the hell it's called, can actually hit you. So I recommend you be fast rolling here. Or hope that it's stupid enough not to use it, as its last line of defense for once you hit that with anything. Including your fists, actually, as seen here. It's dead. Ow. Let's drink that off. With that, we have obtained the Lord Soul of the Bed of Chaos, and with that, our humanity. By the way, if you kill Kirk all 3 times, his armor will be at the dead end of the Daughter of Chaos. Anyhow, I'm going to level up and end this part. Only twice this time. I'll repair my stuff. It's good to do that. Anyhow, I think everyone should have a nice day, for Doom is signing out. Goodbye.